This is my first meeting. This is really exciting. So like you said, I am a local grassroots activist, and all politics is local. So the Republican State Convention that just happened a couple weeks ago, I was honored to be serving on the State Platform Committee, and we had a resolution come through for medical marijuana, the Compassionate Use Act. It states, we call upon the Texas legislature to improve the 2015 Compassionate Use Act to allow doctors to determine the appropriate use of cannabis to prescribe patients. Okay, there's a lot of nuances here that weren't there before. There was a low THC that was put in there before. We took that out, so now it's just cannabis instead of low THC cannabis. Somebody came back in later and tried to put in only these certain kinds of qualified doctors can do this, and it can only be for prescribed patients who have these 5 different types of diseases, cancer, PTSD, and the like. And I got up and I spoke against adding those things because when you look up disease in the dictionary, you're going to see more than 5. So, and my husband likes to call the doctors I go see witch doctors, so they wouldn't qualify if I wanted to do something like that. So basically, this is huge because once on the floor, once we got done debating all the things, we voted on all the things, okay? 40% would have been a win for medical cannabis, but we didn't get just 40%, we got 78%. And just to explain how huge this is, the Republican State Party of Texas holds the largest political convention on the planet. It's larger than the national convention, it's larger than any other political convention you can think of, and 78% of those delegates said yeah to this. So this is better than any polling that we've done in the Republican Party. This is better than just having a few groups say, the 78% of Republicans, because regardless of what you think about federal politics, and I said all politics is local, when you go down to Austin, you're talking to Republicans and you're talking to Democrats. And the Republicans you're talking to want cover because they don't want people to be mad at them for voting on this. When you can look at them and say, look, 78% of Republicans voted for this, that's cover, okay, that's CYA for them. And it's important because as we get to this next legislative session, we are going to need more people like Arthur, who I met down at the Capitol in Austin 2 years ago. We need more people like him to come down and testify. We need more people to come down and meet your legislators and build relationships with them, because if you're not giving them this information, they're not getting it. Or they're getting it from, somebody that they don't like or whatever. Build relationships with them and have this as it's a tool. So that's all it is, but it's an important tool, and I think that we are closer than we've ever been to getting medical marijuana passed in the state of Texas and bringing elections home. Thank you all so much for your work in this process, and I hope that we can continue that. So if anybody wants to come and talk to me, we're going to be doing trainings with the Tarrant County Republican Party on how to lobby your legislators and get ready to go down. Get your testimonies ready. We need everybody. So thank you all so much for having me. I appreciate it.